Great Adrian Gonzalez now joins us on the Sedano and Kaplan Morning Show. Good morning, Adrian.
Hey, good morning. How's it going? Sorry about that. I missed the call initially, and I was calling back at the same time. There was some confusion, but great to hear from you guys. Great to talk to you guys.
Yeah. Hey, Adrian, thanks for doing this for us. Now, look, yesterday we were all so blown away by everything we had seen during the 18-inning marathon, including Yamamoto warming up and saying, "Hey, I will sacrifice for my team." That was the conversation yesterday. Today, the conversation is, oh, my God, it's 2-2. They got to win this game. You don't want to go back to Toronto down 3-2 and have to win 2 games. Where are you on all of this?
Yeah, I mean, where I am is they're still in a great position. I feel that Toronto has played 2 incredible games in order the way they have won, game 1 and 4. They've really attacked the pitching staff of the Dodgers, the pitchers, and worked the counts and done a great job in that sense. Their pitchers have done very, very good against the Dodger hitters. I feel like the Dodger hitters have missed some opportunities. But where they are, both teams right now, I feel if you're the Dodgers, you really feel comfortable knowing that you have Snell, Yamamoto going these next two games. I think having those 2 guys, 2 incredible aces, in a position where you have to win 2. And, if you got to go to game 7, they'll start Glass now, but all hands on deck. So I feel like the team feels confident. And I don't care, any team that has Snell and Yamamoto and has to win 2 games should feel pretty confident.
Adrian, why do you think that the Blue Jays have been so successful at the plate recently? There's been a lot of talk about their aggression at the plate. How would you describe what you're seeing from them?
Honestly, for me, I really thought that the best pitching staff all around in baseball was the Mariners, and they got through the Mariners. So the success they're having, when they've had the success, doesn't surprise me because if you can get through that Mariners staff, you're doing something. And having seen all the different pitchers and styles that the Mariners threw at them, and, the hitters are prepared to face the Dodgers. Obviously, Yamamoto had the incredible game, and an ace like Yamamoto is going to have that kind of success over any lineup. But I didn't expect the Blue Jays to go out there and not score runs because they have a lineup. They have guys that put the ball in play. They're not high strikeout guys. Dodgers, for the most part, take advantage of hitters that are high strikeout, power guys. But the guys that put the ball in play tend to have a little more success against the Dodgers staff the way they pitch. So, they have a great lineup, and they have the right type of lineup. They have more of an old school type of lineup where they get on top of the ball and hit line drives. They're not trying to swing too hard and all or nothing type of guys.
So, Adrian, everything you just said about Toronto's lineup and the way they get to the plate and their approach, what did you expect from the Dodgers in this series, and what do you make of their lack of offense, frankly, in the postseason?
Yeah, I mean, last year they won the World Series, clinging on to the bullpen. And the bullpen doing an incredible job. I really feel that when they hit, they win, right? But they just, the offense, although they have these great names up and down the lineup, can be pitched to. They can, pitchers can have success as we've seen it. So it's not this, high potent, on paper it is, but in real life, they're not playing up to their potential offensively.
Yeah, and you look around and you say, okay, well, Ohtani's had some massive games, a 3-home-run game, a 2-home-run game. Teoscar Hernandez has come up with a 2-home-run game. Freddie Freeman, obviously, as clutch as can be with a walk-off home run. I look at a guy like Mookie Betts, Adrian, and I think to myself, all these names, but they're not really producing consistently, and Mookie's the one guy that the Dodgers, I would say, really, really need to get his bat into this lineup. What can he do to turn things around?
For me, it just he's had a tough season all year, and it's always been and it's been a grind for him from day one. From the infection or stomach virus or whatever that was that he had at the start of the season, and so I think the best thing that the Dodgers lineup could do, in my opinion, is take a page out of the Blue Jays. Stop trying to hit home runs and get their single the other way. Get on top of a baseball and hit a line drive. Because if they keep swinging for the home runs, you're going to keep having the same type of results where if you run into a pitcher making mistakes, you're going to have success. But if you run into a pitcher executing, you're going to struggle.
That was really interesting to hear, don't you think, George?
Yeah, no, I would agree. I think that, look, I'm with you. I think, Adrian, that yes, that recipe works well over 162 games, but in a short series, which, look, even a 7-game series is a short series because, as you know, one play can change the dynamics of an entire series, your approach needs to be adjusted at times. So I'm with you on that. I do think, though, it's interesting because, there's this notion that the Dodgers pitching staff, their starting pitching staff, is going to continue to pitch gems. But I just don't know how much you can rely on them in regards to just maintaining that excellence. Like, what do you believe is the most important aspect for them to win this series? Like, what is the thing that you say, like, if you were in the clubhouse today, what do you think that the scouting report would say this is the number 1 or 2 thing that the Dodgers need to do to make sure we win this game tonight?
Well, the number one thing is Snell being able to execute. He was surprisingly erratic game 1. He wasn't able to find the strike zone, always in deep counts. His command with his fastball wasn't there. So the number one thing is, hope that Snell can, get on that bump today and he's able to execute his fastball. If he can spot it. Yeah, if he can spot his fastball, then the change of the curveball, everything plays off of that. But if he's missing with his fastball, that change up and curveball that look like strikes and end up as balls are not as effective.
Yeah, because, Adrian, that's one of the things we were talking about earlier today is that there's this expectation. Snell was so good in these playoffs. I mean, that one game against Milwaukee where he went 8 innings, it was legendary. But then it's like, well, you expect him to do it the next time. And the reason I think people expect it is because Yamamoto was so good with the complete game, and then he came back when nobody thought he would, and he pitched another complete game. So, again, there's this expectation that these guys are going to be so great. For Snell tonight, I would say you got to hope that he gets deep into this game and simultaneously the Dodger bats wake up. Otherwise, they could be looking at going back to Toronto 3-2 down, and you got to win 2 games in a row at Toronto. That's a lot to ask, don't you think?
That's a lot to ask, 100%, especially with your one of 2 aces are not available. So I really feel that for them to, really pull this off, it's going to come down to Snell winning and Yamamoto winning. If one of them loses, like I said, on Game 7, you're going to go all hands on deck. But we know that, Glasnow's another guy that if his fastball command isn't there, he has tendencies to struggle as well. So, really it comes that winning today, takes all the pressure off.
All right. Hey, Adrian, last time we got to see you, producer Lindsay and I came down to the new pizza concept, but since then, the new taco shop opened right next door. Oh, wait, George, you're going to love the name of Adrian's taco shop. So now he's got a pizza shop and a taco shop right next door to one another. Adrian, because I haven't been to the taco shop yet, tell everybody where it is and tell everybody what's going on.
Yeah, so it's right next to the pizza place, Sliceria, and Tres Dos Tres is the Mexican place. It's on Olympic and Sawtelle, northwest corner of Olympic and Sawtelle in West L.A. And really, if anybody's ever been to a Chipotle, we're just a better version of Chipotle. You go down the line, you make your burrito, your taco, your bowl, whatever you like, and you build it yourself.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good, because when I go to a lot of these street taco guys, they kind of do that along the way. It is an upgraded version of Chipotle. We got to come back out there. Tres Dos Tres. That is a great name for a Mexican taco shop concept, Adrian. That's a good one. And Sliceria was great, and the pizza's outstanding. And last time we went out there, George, me and Lindsay were there, and we put Adrian on the phone with Mason in Ireland while we were there inside Sliceria. So, Adrian, we'll come back out, and we got to try the taco concept next.
Awesome. We'll love it. We'll love to host you guys. Let us know when you want to come out, and, we'll host you guys at the restaurants.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
And last thing, how about this? The morning show killed my workouts, Adrian.
I know. Hope to see you there soon.